they can come off as rude, but I totally sympathize on why. Because if you're a collector and you walk into a coin shop and ask an inane question, to you, you're one guy who's just asked a question and this dealer has bitten your head off. But to the dealer, you're the 10th person who's asked the same inane question. And oftentimes these questions can be answered with a quick Google on the internet. It can be frustrating. So I totally understand why some dealers might be frustrated. And I admire you for being so upbeat about being in the coin business. And you're actually on the coalface of the market talking to collectors every day. Some of them are pleasant. Others are going to be testing your patience. And I really admire you for being able to do that day in, day out for 40 hours a week, week after week, year after year, because I don't think I could do it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It is, dude, and I think you're right. It does have its moments, but I think often the bad, volume-wise, the bad can outweigh the good. But I find the quality of the good to be absolutely worthwhile. Like anytime, for instance, if a young collector comes in and I feel like I've had a positive effect on them and really open the door for them to get in and get involved in it, it's visible. I'll be bouncing around for the rest of the day thinking, yeah, I've absolutely helped this person on a really positive journey.
When I was young, Barry Spark, which was a coin dealer who was in the city here in Sydney, he gave me a free coin book and a free coin when I was a kid, and I'll always remember that. And so whenever I see kids at coin shows, I do the same thing. I just think anything to encourage them to look at something a little bit different, a little bit off the beaten track. And it's hard enough to get people into coins as it is, with nobody spending physical coins anymore. So if we can get young people, like at coin shows, their grandpas and their dads bringing these disinterested kids into the coin show, and if we can help them, that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And I think that sometimes it can never be overestimated, the positive effect that can have, because it's one of those industries where if you get into it, if you get into collecting for the sake of collecting and you really get immersed in it, I can see how for a lot of people it can almost become a crutch, man. Like if you're having some sort of difficulties in your life or there's some other things that are going on that are making things difficult, that can become like your little sort of sanctuary where when you bury your head in your collection, that's a happy place.
Yeah, no, it's so important. And you don't know, like you say, you don't know what kind of impact you have on people. For Barry Spark, who gave me the book and the coin, he would have forgotten about it that afternoon. But for me, it's a memory I'll always remember of a friendly old coin dealer who gave me a free book. And at the time, that was like, wow, something free, and it was interesting. And I'll always remember that. And for him, it was just another kid in the shop. But for me, it was a memorable moment that I'll always remember. So if I can impart that same memory and have the same impact on a young collector somewhere out there in the world at a coin show or wherever, that'll be a good thing.
Absolutely, dude.